Chaser!
Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have another SHF review, the P-Bandai exclusive, or P-Bandai exclusive, SHF Kamen Rider Chaser. Now this is the third rider in Kamen Rider Drive, and at the time when I was watching Kamen Rider Drive, when it was still airing, I was still trying to get used to the design, but until I saw Kamen Rider Chaser, I really loved it, because it was basically like the most basic design that could, happen, that a Kamen Rider could have, or at least for my opinion. So for me, I really love stuff that are really basic and simple. So even in Gunpla or Gundam series, which is why I love gyms, is that they are basic and simple. So this is also like one of those things. So sure, it's not a mass production type sort of thing, but still, I absolutely love the design for this one. So Kamen Rider Chaser is basically Mashin Chaser's like his rider version, I guess the best way. So if you actually saw the first time he actually transformed, he puts the signal bike into the belt, and then he transforms, and then his form was in Mashin Chaser's like form for like a brief few seconds, and then everything casted off and then turned into this. So as mentioned, this is a P-Bandai exclusive, which I will admit this was not a good idea. I think this might have sold pretty well if this was a normal release, but who knows. Alright, so as usual, let's go on to our usual review routine. So first of all, what you get, of course, is the Kamen Rider Chaser himself. You get a signal bike, his Chaser signal bike, his belt, and then you get two trigger finger hands for left and right. So there are some... This figure is... I really like it, but it also has one of the most weirdest setups I have ever seen. So, okay. And then, okay, I think I should mention this. When you open the box, you see that V-fin on his head, that double V-fin kind of thing. Yeah, that comes in as a separate piece. So when you open the box, usually a rider would have all its stuff, but this one, the V-fin is actually on a separate, area. So I don't know, maybe, well, it is kind of fragile. If I had to say, that is the most fragile piece on this figure. So I guess they wanted to secure it, or maybe they did a few test runs on how. Maybe they do a few test runs on the figures where they put in the box, and then maybe they shake it a few times and then see the results, and maybe that broke, maybe. So that's why they decided to put it on a separate piece kind of thing. Other than that, what you get, of course, are these stuff. So first of all, you get two open hands, mostly for posing, but these actually have a different purpose, which I will demonstrate later if possible. And then we get two fist hands. So that's pretty much it for the, oops, sorry about that. So that's pretty much it for hands. So you get 6 hands in total, and then you get the signal axe, or in the series, Shingo axe. Absolutely love the design. I think they got pretty much all the details correct, even the button over there. Of course, it doesn't really, you can't actually press it, but yeah, actually they did a pretty good job in coloring. So I'm very happy with this. Now these were one of those figures that I thought I would never be able to get because of the price, but I think like a few months ago, I got very lucky. There was this guy who's like, quitting the hobby now. So he was selling a lot of good stuff for cheap. So I got it like immediately. So we get this thing, which is actually a screen for the inside part, which you can actually take out. So this is one of those, for those scenes where when you actually activate the single axe, putting the signal bike there, it goes, it turns off the green light and say like Mate Goyo. So basically wait. So this, you can actually you can actually make that scene going on there. So, and then once it's done, you can actually swap. You can just rotate the piece on the inside and then change the scene where now the green light is lit up, and then go for it. All right, so let's go on to the articulation on the figure. Now I should mention that the color may seem a little bit odd to some people now, because most of the time, like when in the series, when the figure, or I mean the rider has this like flat color, the figure, there's like a chance where the figure might come out, or has come out as a metallic color, like how the Kamen Rider Rookie Riders were like in SHF form. This one, I think they just went out with the pretty much screen, spot on screen colors, or that's how I can describe it. All right, so the head, I absolutely love the head. Of course, it depends. So the head can look very cool depending on what angle you look at, but when you look at it like directly in front, it may look a little bit awkward because I don't know, maybe the eyes are a little bit too close, or maybe it's the black area of the face, but yeah, either way, I still love the face. I mean the head. So it can go down that much, up that much, and you have that chicken neck movement. And 360 is possible. Well, since he's not actually 100% human, so I guess he could do that. And then let's see, you have a nice ab crunch going on here, very nice. 360 twist, not possible once again because it's not a perfect circle, but more of an oval shape. At the back we have this wheel. I'm not even gonna test that if you can take it off, but I've seen multiple reviews and most of them mention that you can't take it off, or you can try, but you're gonna break something pretty much, and it does not spin. All right, and nice belt design, detail going on there. Okay, now let's look at these shoulders or arms. The arms can go move backward and forward because it's on a ball joint type of connection. And then the shoulder armor, one of the best shoulder armors, or the convenient shoulder armor I have seen, that does not actually hinder anything with the poses because it's actually on the shoulder itself and it's not actually popping out. And I absolutely love that metallic color going on. Which is actually that skull design. Yeah, I believe Machine Chaser also still had that skull design on the shoulder. I could be wrong, but still he retained that. Nothing on the other side. The arms can bend a little bit more than 90 degrees. Can go to the side 90 degrees. 360 twist is possible. 360 twist on the entire arm is also possible. And then nice ball jointed hand. Of course, the reverse of a ball joint hand, not like Gunpla where the ball joint is on the hand, but on the arm. Okay, so let's look at the belt. One of the most important details in the Kamen Riders. Pretty much the Maha driver, pretty much no difference from the Kamen Rider, well, the previous ones I've reviewed like Maha or Super Dead Heat Drive. We have a nice, signal bike there. It even has the, chaser symbol there. I'm going to just take it off for now because I'm going to demonstrate on the single axe anyway. So, yeah, and keep in mind the peg is not just a circle peg, but also has an extra teeth, so it doesn't actually rotate around. Okay, and nice detail. There's still the button over there. Very cool. I think this was also done, well done. I've seen some pictures where people sometimes get, I wouldn't say a defective one, but not well painted versions. But oh well, that's just luck. Well, the only sword part or eyesore part that one could have might be the size, because you can actually see these round areas going on here. But thanks to having no side skirt or back skirt, well, there is this, but although I'm not sure that's considered a front skirt. And the position is kind of, but you still have a nice swivel going on there. And then you can go move the leg 90 degrees to the side, forward up 90 degrees, and backwards not so much. And you have a nice double jointed bend, nice knee gimmick going on, metallic color. So I don't think you really need to worry about paint chipping other than the metallic area. So as long as you don't actually like rub it on a wall or bite on it, it should be fine. And then you have a nice rotating ankle, I guess, and then nice pivots, and then a toe bend. But mine does not move that much. I'm not sure if this is as much as it's supposed to move, or I don't know, but it looks like it's not. It looks like it's not meant to move that much. I mean, that would make sense because when you think about it, in the series Chaser, well, if you look at his fight scenes, he doesn't really move that much when he fights. He doesn't have that many movements as how Maha does. He only moves when he needs to. That's kind of like the way how I can describe him. Alright, now let's get his accessories. Now first of all, the single axe, which is the only weapon. You do not get the brake gunner, which is kind of odd because they give you 2 trigger fingers. And yeah, as I said, 2 trigger fingers but no multi-purpose hands. So those trigger fingers are the ones you're going to have to use to hold the single axe. I'm not angry, but because this is not my first time seeing them do the, whatchamacallit, not giving the hands proper hands, because G3, G3X, G4, oh boy, they did not come with the proper hands. So you can take this part off and then replace it with this one. Am I doing, yeah. So also before that, so this is the inside. So if you're having trouble attaching the signal bike here, you can always take this part off and then attach it, which is much more easier. Like before filming this, I actually tried to attach the signal bike here. It took me 10 minutes, no joke. Okay, not 10 minutes, maybe 5, but this, yeah, you just saw me just attach it right away. I had to use tweezers to attach it right here with this cover on. So you can see the red light is kind of dim while the green is light up, so it gives out that nice effect. So before I actually attach on both hands, you can actually use the open hand to do that moment where when the red light is still going on, he kind of like stabs or puts the axe on the ground like this and then holds it for a while. So you can do this. Very nice. Although, yeah, I don't think many people would be doing it. Maybe they would display it like this in shops, or if they ever sell Premium Bandai stuff at shops. Keep in mind, official shops like Gundam Base, they do not actually physically sell Premium Bandai items. If there are, they're mostly either going to be Gundam Base exclusive or like Expo exclusive stuff like leftovers. So keep that in mind. Some people tend to like prove me wrong. Say, no, I saw Premium Bandai, the boxes weren't in colors. Like, yeah, there are some Gundam Base exclusives like that, or Expo exclusives. So you can see the trigger finger, because of that extra trigger finger, it doesn't really have a nice grip. You can see it's like rotating around. It's like, you know, falling ahead. So what's most of the time what you're going to be doing is that you're going to be holding it with both hands like this. And while it does work, and I actually do like the stands, but I just really find it odd that they didn't give you multi-purpose hands. I don't know, maybe they literally just recycled some other hands, but and it would have been nice to at least give the brake gunner, considering this was a Premium Bandai version. But oh well, and I really don't have any plans to buy on Mashin Chaser, so yeah. But either way, I actually love this axe. There's so many poses you can do, although most of the poses that you'll be doing will be the double hand pose. So yeah. So it has no trouble actually holding the axe with both hands, and you can do all sorts of poses. And that is pretty much it for the review. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. If you actually love the character, I definitely recommend you get this figure, because yeah, I mean, Premium Bandai stuff, the longer they get, some of them get a little bit, you know, expensive, while some of them just get rare with no price changers. So yeah, if you find this, definitely get this, and of course check the condition of it, like the color and the V-fin. Definitely important. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the Premium Bandai exclusive, or P-Bandai exclusive, SHF Kamen Rider Chaser. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. I still have more stuff to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time!